Welcome, everyone. So today we're doing a deep dive into the real fundamentals of spoken English.
That's right.
We know you've seen some stuff on why it's important, maybe some basic strategies. But our mission today is to really pull out the most, practical and encouraging advice. How to get started or improve without feeling overwhelmed.
Absolutely. And the core message, really, from everything we've looked at, is that getting started with speaking, well, it prioritizes practice and confidence over perfect grammar right from the get-go.
Yeah, that's a big one. Mistakes aren't failures.
Not at all. They're actually signs you're trying, signs of effort. Often the best way to learn, honestly.
And it's worth remembering why we're focusing on this. English, it's pretty undeniable as a global language, right?
Oh, definitely. It opens up real, tangible benefits. Better job prospects, for one.
Easier communication pretty much anywhere you go. Online learning, too, so much as in English.
Travel becomes smoother. And there's personal growth, just expanding your horizons.
It's interesting. You see this sometimes. People maybe in places like India, other parts of Asia, they understand English well when reading.
Yeah, reading or listening, they get it.
But speaking, there's this hesitation, this fear of making mistakes, especially with grammar.
Exactly. And that's a really relatable point for many learners. It highlights that mental block we need to sort of gently push past. Communication first.
Okay, so let's get practical. Where does someone actually begin? Like day one?
Simple sentences. Really simple daily use stuff. That's the foundation.
Yeah.
Well, things like, what is your name? Maybe, where are you from? The absolute basics.
How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Yes. Please come in. Offering help, like, can I help you? These are the first building blocks. Don't overthink them. Just use them.
And building on that, understanding a few key tenses seems crucial for speaking.
Definitely. For everyday conversation, you really need three main ones to start.
Which are?
Present simple. That's for your routines, facts. I eat, I like pizza, things like that.
Right, habitual stuff.
Then past simple for things that are finished. I ate, I like the movie.
Okay, done and dusted.
And future simple. For what's coming up, I will go, I'll eat later, I will like the new system, hopefully.
Yeah. So mastering just those three, present, past, future simple, that gets you pretty far.
Surprisingly far in basic conversation, yes. They help you place things in time, which is fundamental.
And conversations aren't just statements, right? Questions are key.
Absolutely. And again, start simple. Things like, what do you do? Or where do you live?
How was your day? Those kinds of things.
Exactly. And you'll notice they naturally use those simple tenses we just talked about. It all connects.
So how do you practice this stuff? It feels a bit abstract, just listing sentences.
Well, one really practical tip is daily practice, even just talking to yourself.
In the mirror, maybe? I think I read that.
Yeah, the mirror trick. It sounds a bit weird, maybe, but it works. Try just describing your daily routine out loud.
Like, okay, I wake up at 7 a.m.
I go for a walk, or I make breakfast, I go to my office, whatever it is. Just saying it.
Your mouth moving, used to the sounds.
Precisely. Builds fluency, builds comfort. Even just 5-10 minutes.
Beyond that initial push, what about ongoing improvement?
Active listening is huge. So English movies, podcasts like this one, music, but listen actively.
Pay attention to phrasing, not just the plot.
Right. And that daily self-talk we mentioned. Keep it up. Even 10 minutes of thinking in English helps.
Exposure through news, reading.
Yeah, English news, maybe simple storybooks to start. The sources really emphasize just getting that exposure. And crucially, overcoming the fear.
The fear of mistakes again.
It keeps coming up because it's so important. The advice is basically, speak wrong, but speak daily. Just get the words out.
I like that. Speak wrong, but speak daily. Takes the pressure off perfection.
It really does. Another interesting tip is recording yourself.
Oh, yeah. Listening back.
It can feel a bit cringy at first, maybe.
I can imagine.
But it gives you amazing self-awareness. You hear your pronunciation, your pauses, things you might not notice otherwise.
Okay, that makes sense. A bit like watching game film for an athlete.
Sort of, yeah. It's about identifying areas to work on.
So, wrapping this up then, the big takeaway seems to be start small.
Definitely. Simple sentences.
Practice consistently, every day if possible, even just a little.
And prioritize getting your meaning across fluency over perfect grammar, especially at the start. Practice makes progress, not perfection.
Practice makes progress. I like that framing. It feels much more achievable.
It is.
So the final thought for everyone listening is maybe think about just one or two of these things. How could you weave them into your day starting today? What's one small step you can take?
Hmm.
Because that first step, however small, really is the most important one to build that confidence.